Welcome back, Darkness Live Tribe.
It's already Monday, man.
Oh my God.
I'm on vacation, so...
I have to go back to work tomorrow. I don't want to hear it.
Well, I don't have to go back for a week.
I know. I don't want to hear it. What's up, Linda? What's up, Carl?
Hey, Carl. I know why Carl's here. Carl's here for one reason and one reason only. Right?
Try to get you off track.
Hi, Linda. Linda, I hope you're doing well. Carl, I hope you and Cindy are doing well, too.
Oh, my. So, what's going on?
You know... Oh, okay, guys. Anybody who watched last week, we had Tay and Lakenon for their Manasol Holistic Adventure. So I'm actually an experiment here. I'm actually doing it. And...
Going through doing it.
Rough transition here. Just the wellness thing, changing... Yeah, it's all about meditation.
Program they designed for you?
Yeah, they designed like a specific individual program for me, and Tay's available. Literally, I could text her at any time. She'll respond as quick as she can. I could call her, but I have a tendency to talk a lot, so if I was to call, we'd be on the phone like all day. I see you have an adult protein drink. Carl, yeah, he does. That's all right.
Almost always have one of these while we're on air. So. Do
you really?
Yeah, almost always. Not when I'm doing my individual ones, but you know, because I never have to go to work after this one.
That's true. That's true.
I can indulge a little bit.
I don't blame you. I see I'm off track already. Back on track. So, yeah, but anyway, so basically the first couple weeks is getting sugar basically out of my diet. And so far I'm on day 5 and I have had no sugar and no caffeine. Yes, let me repeat that. No sugar and no caffeine, which means I have had no coffee, no Diet Dr. Pepper. I've had no soda. Yeah, it's been, like, I won't lie to you guys, like, it's been definitely an adjustment. That's a nice way of saying it. You know, part of her advice was, you know, keep a journal of how you're feeling and how you know, just for, you know, everything you eat, all this stuff. And so it's a lot of, you know, her and Lakin can't do this for me, but they can give me the tools, you know, and if somebody has the motivation to make those changes, they're totally there to help you. So, I'm very grateful for that. And, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on my progress. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself that I'm doing it. But yeah,
I'm proud of you've stuck with it really well, especially so that first couple of days. That was rough.
Yeah, I got this headache, and guys, I typically don't get headaches that have pain associated with them. But I got a headache that was unlike anything I've ever experienced. And it was literally, I'm assuming because I had no caffeine and no sugar in my system. And yeah, I was doing great during the day, and then that night hit, and holy crap, it was bad. And then I slept literally till noon the following day. I got up at like 8 that morning, but it was still really bad, and took some ibuprofen, and then it finally, like, I slept till noon and it went away. And so far, I don't know, I've noticed, like, I kind of feel anxious, like I want something, even though I know physically I'm not hungry. I want something, and it's literally, I want sugar. Like, I physically want sugar, and it's like my body is throwing a tantrum. So mentally I'm like, okay, I know what is going on here, so I just, you know, have a conversation with myself. Too bad I'm not a Gemini, otherwise I could have the conversation with myself. The dual personality. Anyway, so on the topic of journals, so I feel like, what's your opinion? You've been, over the years, you have, for the most part, you do journaling.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about journaling?
Well, I mean, it's a really handy. I feel like is my microphone cracking up?
I don't know.
Something doesn't quite sound right here.
Christy's watching. Hi, Christy.
If my microphone's not sounding quite right to you guys, let me know.
Tiffany.
I'll see if I can make some adjustments, but it's not sounding quite right here. But as far as journaling goes, I mean, yeah, that's a tool I've used most of my life in one way or another. But it is there are bugs in your gut that really crave sugar. Melanie was just talking about that last night. So
Candida? Is that how you say it? Candida?
Well, that's a fungus.
Is that what? I want to say that's part of it, though. Like, part of this whole, you have to, like, get rid of it. Get it out of your gut.
Well, I mean, it's just, it is.
So, yeah, so basically, like,
a little bit here.
Basically, for me, what I'm doing right now is, like, so no dairy, no sugar, stuff as fresh as possible. Yeah, no Diet Dr. Pepper, which that's been my, like, I love Diet Dr. Pepper, and not because I know diet's terrible for me, I know, but like I genuinely like love the taste, and yeah, I just cold turkey stopped it, but I'm really good at just stopping stuff cold turkey.
Yeah, how's that, Carl? Is that better? Is that still crackling?
Candida. Yep. Carl confirmed, yes, it is called Candida.
But
I literally, so hold on, I have to interrupt you for a second. So, Carl, on that note, when Tay was explaining to me about the Candida, I literally am picturing in my mind the movie with Rick Moranis, Little Shop of Horrors, and the plant from outer space saying, "Feed me, Seymour." And so every time, like, I feel this, like, anxiety, like I want sugar, I literally picture a plant in my gut saying, feed me sugar, feed me, and I'm like, oh, it's gotta go. So yeah, I told Tay that all of her new clients, she should totally, like, give that as a visualization. Hi, Lena. Lena's watching. Lena, so Lena's okay, so the psychic course that Lena offers, I gotta say this for a minute. So since Lena's watching, Linda said, yeah, Candida is yeast.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a fungal thing.
It wants something in my gut, and it's not getting it, and it's throwing a fit, and so.
Fungi love sugar.
Oh yeah, they do.
They love sugar.
Yes.
That's what. That's why when you're like
Audrey, that's right. The alien plant from Little Shop of Horrors was named Audrey. Thank you, Carl. Now I need to buy myself. You know what? Next payday, Thursday, I'm gonna order myself a Little Shop of Horrors T-shirt. Thank you, Carl. Yes, Lena. Okay, so Lena, she just tuned in. Let me catch her up for a second. So last week we had Tay on and talking about her and Lakin's wellness. I like to call it an adventure. So I'm doing it, Lena. I decided to give it a shot, and I'm really motivated to get healthy physically, and mentally too. But mine is more, body wellness and stuff. And so I'm doing it. And today's day 5 of no sugar, no caffeine, no dairy, very few carbs.
Excuse me, folks. I'm so sorry about that.
Are you over there dying? I know CPR. I'm certified.
Gonna be tearing up here, man. I got choked up on something there. Wow.
Sorry. I'm sorry I do that to you. Anyways,
yeah, it was all your fault.
I know. What's new? Everything's my fault.
Oh, whatever.
Not everything, but anyway. So yeah, Lena. So my plan is I want to do Lena's psychic development course after I complete the body wellness with Tay and Lakin. And it kind of depends, like, Tay and Lakin depends on what you're wanting to do better at or get better about. So,
right.
Like, for me, it's my body, and just health, wellness.
Physical health and physical
Yes,
well-being.
overall, and learning how to eat and stuff like that. And so, like, Tay is the one of the two of those girls that, you know, kind of caters more to that.
Mm-hmm.
Where if it would be, well, I guess other aspects, like
spiritual transition and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Then Lakin kind of focuses on that, and
well, and I think they also tag team though.
Helps to use food as an avenue or a bridge into, like the using the vibrational qualities of different foods as an avenue or bridge into increasing spiritual awareness versus. What's the word I'm looking for? She said,
"Oh, yippee!" Lena said, "Oh, yippee!"
Yeah.
So yeah, Lena. So you're my next goal. Yes, Lena, Tay, and Lakin are amazing, and so are you. So is everybody that's watching.
We missed you guys this last weekend. We sure wish we actually contemplated trying to sneak away and go up there, even though we weren't really supposed to.
Just to be,
to be a guest for the day.
Yeah, to get to experience the fair from like a guest standpoint rather than a vendor standpoint. We will eventually, but yeah, we did. We considered it, and
just
Carl
weren't able
said,
to quite make it happen.
No.
But bacon heals. I concur, Carl. Bacon heals everything.
Yeah, he's not wrong about that.
What's going on with the feed? Something's up with the feed.
I don't know.
We're dropping a lot of frames for some reason.
I don't even know what that means, but I'll believe you.
Huh. Anyway. So, yeah. It's, I tell you what,
So I literally just looked at Carl's statement that says bacon heals everything, and all I literally could think of was the movie Tremors. Kevin Bacon heals everything. That guy looks. Oh God. That guy does not age.
Yeah, that's not true. Have you seen any of his later stuff? I mean, he
he's on that.
It has hit him hard in the last several years. So
I don't care. I still like Kevin Bacon. I still like Kevin Bacon, man. Who doesn't? Although he was in that movie we recently watched, well, I only made it through part of it, The Darkness.
Yeah.
And did you finish it? Did you finish watching it? Yeah, there was like a scene and it freaked me out, and I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh my gosh. I gotta say the from my perspective. I'm fixing to make her mad. I'm getting my doghouse ready for the night. But from my perspective, the most entertaining part of the whole thing has been watching her try to learn how to enjoy vegetables.
Oh, yeah. Hey, at least I'm doing it.
You are.
At least I'm doing it. I, from a young age, well, I had a little vegetable graveyard under the table at my mother's house because I hated the vegetables, and I would sneak them under the table, and like the extra leaf part, I would hide them because I couldn't get up from the table till I ate them all. And years later, she found the graveyard of vegetables. Yeah, I'll never forget it. I was like upstairs. I was upstairs in my room, and all of a sudden I hear the vacuum going, and then the next thing I hear is the vacuum is shut off, and I hear, Stephanie! And I'm like, huh? And I went over because, like, the house that I grew up in, there was, like, a banister that you, like, looked over onto the downstairs from upstairs. And,
did she make you clean them all up?
No, she was just like, so mad. Like, she was speechless. She was just like, I can't believe what I just found under this table. And they were, it was bad, guys. It was bad. Yeah.
But she's trying. I got to give her that. She's trying.
I am. I'm not trying. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
The vegetable thing is.
I've just never been a fan. Like, Lena's right. Seasonings. You know what? You're right, Lena.
And the spices.
Yes. I need to get better. I need to educate myself better about the different spice combinations and things like that.
I think Lena's probably your go-to person for that.
Oh, you know what? She was always posting those meals they make on Facebook.
Well, not just that,
but
some of the. I'm not going to talk about it yet because I don't know how public she wants to be with it. But she's talked to me about a few things that she wants to do. So I think the seasoning and the spices would, yeah, I think you should talk to Lena about that.
I can do that, Lena.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's get back on track. I want to talk about journaling. I want to talk about journaling. So, that's one thing. Like, I've never been great at journaling. Journaling is something that I've always, like, it's one of those things, like, I've thought, like, oh, yeah, I should do that, but I haven't done it,
Mm-hmm.
But with this diet thing, I have, and it's interesting to go back and look.
Yeah.
And it's very therapeutic, I think, to write down exactly what you're feeling or, just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about?
Well, I mean, so there are a lot of, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a student of philosophy of all different types. I love philosophy, okay? But not just, raw philosophy that's nonsensical and all that. I love philosophy that actually has a purpose and a meaning to it, that's something that you can apply to your life.
I would have disappointed you, man, if I would have known you years ago, because I actually took philosophy at KU. Quit going. I just quit going. And then...
Well, I mean, yeah, I did that too. So.
I tried to, because like for the final paper it had to be so long, and I totally bullshitted the paper, and I'm sure that it was evident. Because I wrote it like the night before. Yeah. my parents spent a lot of money on that year of fun. What can I say?
Right. So, the point I was getting to with that, with philosophy, I said all that to say this. There's an old saying, and I think this actually comes out of the Christian Bible, but I can't remember for sure. Hey, Kenna. I think this actually comes out of the Christian Bible, but I love the meaning and the root behind it, so I use it. And this is actually why I journal so much. But it says to. Now I'm going to butcher it now that I'm trying to think of it, but it says write the vision down lest you forget it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Write the vision down lest you run without bounds, or something like that. Basically saying that if you don't, keep your vision written down, tangibly in front of you where you can reference it, it will. You're not going to have any restraint. You're not going to have any boundaries. You're not going to have any. What's the word I'm looking for? You're not going to have a reference of your progress,
Oh yeah.
And so, that's so journaling is useful in every stage of that. In that you can, write down your goals, your visions, your dreams, your aspirations, all of this stuff. You can write that down and you can plan it. In a journal, in a journaling type format, but you can also keep track of your progress towards it.
Yeah, well, it also keeps you focused.
It does. It
Those of us who need a list to go to the grocery store so we don't get sidetracked and squirrel out and therefore wait twice as long. Yeah, I can't go to the grocery store unless I write down what I need. That. Well, you do know that. But yeah, I've just never been. I've just, not that I'm not good at it, because I'm sure that I could do it. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should. Hey, you know what? I will. How about that? Like I said, I started with this wellness thing, so we'll see.
But you can also record other meaningful, no warning strips for the kids on the side, no warning strips for the side of the road. He was talking about the running without restraint type thing. No warning strips. You get too close to the shoulder and go.
I'm very familiar with that noise. I'm very familiar with that noise.
And I just like writing anyway. That's. I couldn't tell you how many people, Lena included, but almost every spiritual consultant.
Why don't you write a book?
That I have ever talked to, gotten a reading from, or anything has told me that I need to be writing something. What? I don't know. But right now I'm just writing, whatever, I've got, anyway, depending on the time in the season, I might have 3 to 5 journals that I'm working out of.
I can't tell you how many journals you threw away when we moved.
Yeah.
And it's so funny
no,
too.
I didn't throw any.
But that's journals I wouldn't want to remember either.
Yeah, I mean, I threw some away, but none of the real meaningful ones to me I didn't throw away.
Right.
So.
Well, I wouldn't have let you do that. My grandma, she kept a day journal. I want to say she kept a journal of every. I want to say my grandma told me she kept a day journal, and she kept track of every cent she spent. Uh-huh. I think that's what she told me. But it made me sick because she destroyed every single one of them. There was probably things she didn't want us to read or whatever,
right.
but you think about that and it's oh my God, going back over the years, that would have been incredible to read, you know.
I had a very similar experience. It wasn't my grandma that but I mean there were my grandma's books. Some were written by her, some were written by ancestors on down the line. But long story short, they disappeared, at a specific point in time, and no one knows what happened to them, or no one will admit what happened to them, and that makes me sick. So
Michelle found it. She said, "And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." Sorry,
yes,
I might have butchered that.
That's the one I was.
Thank you, Michelle.
That's the one I was.
I miss you, by the way. I miss you and your hubby. I love them so much.
Yeah.
They're
but
incredible.
That's even I don't follow the Christian faith, but that's that's a part of that philosophy. That being a student of philosophy that I was talking about. I love that because it just gives you guidance.
God, I cannot sit still. You know that?
Well, no, you never have been able to. I will never.
I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ. You brought 3 beers, really? You brought 3 anticipating?
I will never forget the first time I tried to sit through a movie theater movie with you.
Do you remember what movie it was?
No, because I was so distracted by your damn foot shaking and bobbing, and I almost scooted a seat away from you because of that.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with me. I've always...
Was it Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been that way. It was either Star Wars or Doctor Strange. I don't remember which one was first. We saw both of those, so it was either Doctor Strange or Star Wars, but I don't remember.
We saw Doctor Strange in theaters?
Yeah.
I don't know why I ever waste money on theater movies, because I never can remember them.
I know, me neither.
Anyway, at least you remember going to see them. I don't even remember that.
The last movie we went and saw, though, was the one about... Remember, I was pregnant with Sophie, and we took the kids all to go see that. It was Tuesday night special at the Palace on the west side of Wichita, because it was cheap. And it was the...
Mysterious
something about
Creatures thing?
Something like that. It was the...
Harry Potter spinoff? Or?
Yeah. It was something about... Something beasts, and... I can't even remember the name of it, but... Anyways, whatever. It doesn't even matter, but Lena said one word, Sagittarius.
Yep.
You know, I almost had an identity crisis, guys, because I was sitting in the kitchen at the dining room table. Well, I was sitting at the dining room table, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and sorry, I just read what Michelle wrote. Anyways, I came upon this like astrology thing, and it was talking about the 13th zodiac, and the 13th zodiac that they added falls into when my birthday is, and I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute, am I not a Sagittarius? And Jeremiah's like, you're a Sagittarius. Just ignore that. Just ignore it. Don't even worry about it.
So you remember when we had what? Oh, for crying out loud! What was her name?
We were so forgetful, guys. Like, I swear to God. And it's all natural, too. Laura.
Was it Laura?
Her name. She didn't go by a Laura, though. But, yeah, her name is Laura. Laura Aurora.
That's right. Yes, Laura Aurora. Well, and you remember when we had her on, and she was talking about the different astrology chart that she uses sometimes that's kind of obscure. You remember her talking about that's that chart.
That's just wrong. Like, is that a new thing? Like,
it came about like back in the 1970s, I think.
But it was like not like, it's not part of the zodiac. It's just a constellation, or it's something. There's a difference if you go by one or you go by the other, but it falls into one category, not the other, as far as like.
I don't know that much. I just know it was I mean, because there is actually a, and I can't. I know it starts with an O. OCI Osipha. I can't remember the name of it, but that 13th zodiac. It's got a table of traits and all of that. You know, just like all of the other zodiac signs.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just.
But I was literally like, gonna have an identity crisis.
I'm sure it has its purposes and uses, and you know, obviously, you know, like Laura is very reputable and very accurate.
Yeah.
You know, so. You know, I'm sure it has its uses and its place, just like anything else. It's not as well known and not as well used, and you know, so.
Yes. Oh God. But yeah, I think I want to start getting better about journaling. I also started meditating twice a day, morning and night, and. Yeah, but the coffee part, because like I could have, because not having caffeine is actually not part of this plan. I could have caffeine if I wanted to, but I know that I've needed to stop drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. I just have continued to drink it. And coffee, well, I can't drink coffee without cream and sugar, so coffee, I just had to stop it. And
she's a coffee wimp.
Or snob. One of the two. One of the two.
Yes, that's it.
How do you pronounce it? It's How do you pronounce that?
Something like that.
I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm not even going to attempt it. But yes, Kenneth, thank you.
Keep going. I'm going to try to.
Oh, so yesterday I stopped at Dollar Tree, and the little guy that was ringing us up, or, you know, scanning the items and whatnot, he had a raven skull necklace on, and I said, I really, really like your necklace. I said, my husband has the same one. His did not have the helm of awe on it, though. It was just plain, and he goes, I'm, like, obsessed with these skulls, and I'm like, oh, so I said, you must be really into, like, Hugin and Munin, and he was like, what's that? And I was like, what? Really? I was like, Odin's Two Ravens? He says, I've never heard of that. And I'm like, you should Google that. Like, you should check into that. And he was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
You find it?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. So we got our vehicle situation taken care of, by the way, people.
Yes, we did.
We have a vehicle now, and it really makes me happy because, like, Jeremiah looked up online. Sorry, I was reading Carl. I was getting sidetracked by Carl's message. But anyways, we did. Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna pronounce it, huh?
Ophiuchus.
Ugh.
Ophiuchus.
Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that word.
Ophiuchus.
Ophiuchus.
Interesting.
Ophiuchus.
Okay.
Ophiuchus.
I was the one getting sidetracked that time. Go ahead.
Oh, so you're just gonna... Wouldn't that be self-fulfilled prophecy or self-fulfilled, like...
We're kind of all over the place tonight, guys. We didn't really have an actual hard set plan coming into the show tonight.
No, we didn't. We totally didn't. Except I did want to touch on journaling.
Yeah.
Do you think it's what is it called when you just write? You just...
Pre-writing?
That's not the term I've heard. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but basically, like, you don't really pay attention to what you're actually writing. You just are writing, and then you go back and... Lena probably knows what it's called.
Not automatic writing.
Maybe. When we had Becky Blackburn on, she was talking about it.
Oh yeah, that was automatic writing. That's what she was talking about. Automatic writing is actually a form of mediumship. Kind of you just letting your mind wander and letting spirit do whatever with your hand. It's there's some critical differences, but it's not unlike the Ouija board in the fact that the spirit actually has to move your hands for it to work. But there's other like critical differences. So I should start keeping a dream journal. Like when you wake up immediately, like write down what you remember from your dreams. Like that, I should do that. Yes, it's channeling. That's the word I was trying to think of a while ago. Thank you, Lena.
So I knew she would know.
Right. Well, she said it's automatic writing, but it's a form of channeling, like the medium,
Gotcha.
on the mediumship aspect of it.
So I have to tell him. So on Wednesday, Jeremiah was looking up online like some of the different dealerships and trying to, not be like me and just show up at a dealership, be like, this is what I need. Like he was actually like doing the responsible thing, and checking out prices and options and places we could go. And anyway, so he was telling me, because with our litter of children, we have to have a third row vehicle. Mm-hmm. And so those of you who don't know, we'd been without a vehicle for a couple weeks because they both kind of died, and then we got one fixed, but it's not real dependable. So anyways, we have to get
dependable, but it's a gas guzzler, number one. It doesn't have an air conditioner, number two, and it's not big enough to fit everyone in it, number three.
Well, that's the main one, yeah.
So
anyway, so he was like looking at some vehicles or whatever. Well, the next day, when I got off work, we were going to go to this one particular dealership, and all day I kept seeing black SUVs, right? All freaking day. And it's weird because I never noticed black. I never, and then once I started like noticing, I'm like, man, everywhere I look, I'm seeing a black SUV, mm-hmm. right? And it was all different. It wasn't like one specific brand, I almost said breed, one specific brand of vehicle. It was just all like, just different black SUVs. No mm-hmm. cars, just SUVs. And I noticed it. And I'm like, okay, universe, what are you telling me here? And so then when we're in the car and we're like driving over to this dealership, I was like, hey, so were any of those vehicles you looked at by chance black? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, that's weird because, like, all day I kept seeing black SUVs. And then, will you tell the rest of the story?
So we get there and we're telling the salesman what we needed, and
third row SUV.
Got to have an SUV so that we can, get to our farm ground with it, and we got to have a third row so that we can fit everyone in the family in it. It got to seat at least 7. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's non-negotiable.
Yeah, and he asked, he was like, it has to have the third row. Yes, it has to have the third row.
That's non-negotiable.
That's the must.
And so,
I didn't care what kind of vehicle.
He's we're just talking with him and everything, and he said, well, there's a couple of choices. And it turns out there was one vehicle on the lot. It wasn't on the website.
Nope, it was not on the website.
Their website inventory, the vehicles that I looked through earlier in the day. So, but there was one vehicle on the lot with third row seating, and
that we could get approved.
It was SUV, and it was black. It was the first one he took us to. It was the only one we test drive. And it worked, So. Yeah,
my psychic little self, right? I just knew. And then I looked at you and I was like, see, no wonder I was seeing black SUVs. So yeah, we ended up with a black SUV, which I've always wanted a black vehicle. I've never.
2015 Nissan Pathfinder. Yeah, that's one that I can't work on. Well, I probably can.
I bet you could. I have faith.
It's going to be a pain in the ass.
I have faith in you.
Hopefully I don't have to for a while. So.
I hope not. Hey, so I want to talk about the end of the world.
Okay, so
I haven't had any premonitions.
Let me get this straight. Okay, we were just talking about your psychic skills and kind of seeing ahead in the future just a little bit, and now you're wanting to talk about the end of the. You know something I don't know, or is there something you need to communicate with me here?
No, I'm not Bill Murray. Okay, and Valentine's Day 2016 has already passed. Okay, do you remember that when Valentine's Day 2016? And it was all over Facebook. It was the joke about from Ghostbusters, The end of the world is February. I don't even know when Valentine's Day is. February 14th, 2016.
Right.
In the future, and then it happened. And
well, there was also the Back to the Future thing when we actually, and that's just been within the last year or two, when we actually passed the date that they went back to the future.
Yeah. 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 But anyways, no, I want to talk about the end of the world. So, Lena. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what prompted it? No, it wasn't a premonition. No, it was not a vision. Don't worry. Literally, the kids were inside earlier, they put the movie Knowing on the TV. And
good show.
It was a good show, and that prompted me to ask my son, hey, where's your Nicolas Cage t-shirt? Because I got him the t-shirt with Nick Cage that has all of the Nick Cage emotions and facial expressions, which was a total fluke that I bought it or whatever. See, all those events led up to right now, because now we're talking about Nicolas Cage. Anyways, the movie Knowing, so I don't know if you get spoiler alert. It's about the end of the world, and aliens come pick up the children, take them to a new Earth or a new planet so they can start over. Well, the adults can't go, and there's a solar flare or whatever, and it destroys the Earth, and everybody burns. But that's one way to go, which is scary as hell to think about. But it's funny because Melanie, our 12-year-old, was asking me. She was like, "So if you had notice about the end of the world, what would you do?" And I was like, probably exactly what they're doing. Just grab my family, hug everybody, be like, all right, see you on the other side. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
and she and Melanie, of course, her resourceful mind, she's like, you can get a nuclear bunker and you can go underground and you can live. And she was telling me about how there's fish and plants and they can just keep producing these. Anyways,
we kind of need to have an early start on all that.
Yeah, and she was like, you wouldn't even try, and I was like, no, because even if let's say you made it or whatever, the Earth would be burned up. You couldn't. It would just extend it a little bit. I'd rather go the same time as everybody else, I think, than. But that's just me. I mean, the human will, we want to live,
God, this spiraled quickly, didn't it?
We want to live. We want to live. What can I say? I want to live. No, but if it was like if we had like 8-minute warning or whatever, however long it is from the sun to here, yeah, what would you do? Because in the movie, the people were looting and everything, and Melanie was like, "Why are they doing that? Like, what's if they're gonna?" I was like, "Last ditch effort, I suppose."
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you do?
So I don't. I'm probably in the same in that.
You'd have a beer. Oh my God, Esty, you are not wrong.
Yeah, no, you're
you
not.
You are not wrong.
She had the mind of a prepper.
Can you say psychic, Esty?
She doesn't have the resources yet, but she got the mind of a prepper.
Oh God, yes, she does.
This is gonna be.
She's a
Virgo.
Virgo.
This is gonna be interesting.
By the way, she's a Virgo, Pisces, Virgo. Like her sun and her rising are both Virgo, and her moon is Pisces. She's a Virgo. Like
yeah.
Without a shadow, like she's all Virgo.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
tell me, so the last 8 minutes on Earth, what would you do?
I would have a beer, have a cigarette, and hug as many people as I could.
You'd have a beer and a cigarette and
hug as many people as I could.
That's what you would do?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, well, it's crazy to think. I mean, it's,
So what if it's what if it turned out to be something a little more what's the word I'm looking for?
There's a chance of survival?
A little more. I don't like the term, but if it turned out to be something a little more biblical, like.
Like like Johnny Cash says, Cash says, the four horsemen.
Yeah, like the Armageddon or Ragnarok or any of the other countless stories that basically every culture has.
I find it really funny because I have Death riding a kitty cat on my shirt tonight, and we're talking about the end of the world. Anyways, there's no sign there or anything, right? What was the question?
So, what would you do if it was something a little more, along those lines?
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know, because when I think of the end of the world, I typically think like alien invasion or a deadly virus.
I tell you what I'd do. I'd load up the firearms, load up all the family, and head to the farm.
Head for the hills, man. My mother's always said, my mother has always said, guys, if shit hits the fan, head to the farm. It's true. I mean, it's a remote location. It is. It's a remote location. Lena said, pray and gather with family. What else would you do?
I mean, that's the family is the most important part,
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because you can, as long as
we were literally just talking about family inside a little bit ago.
Yeah. Had a big discussion about it.
Yeah, because we have a couple kids that hate each other right now. So
this minute, next minute they'll
fine.
be okay and inseparable again. But that's the way of it. With.
So in every culture there is some kind of an idea of the end of the world, right? Maybe the Mayans had it wrong and maybe it was 2020, not 2012. I don't know.
Well, according to that agenda that we saw on Facebook the other day, what's the next thing that comes up? Supposed to be isn't Godzilla supposed to come out of the Pacific Ocean pissed off?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep. And then in January it's going to be Cthulhu is going to come out of the.
And then so something about a zombie apocalypse when they start giving out coronavirus vaccines.
Oh yeah, when they're testing the vaccine.
The crab spider people.
That's a new one on me. I don't know anything about the crab spider.
I think that was just some
I don't
shit
know.
that they threw
Probably.
into it because it was funny.
Probably. Lena is a prepper too. Well, I guess you could say that I'm a little bit of a prepper as well, because I did go out and I took her advice.
Yeah.
I did go out and get a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you think that thinking about worst case scenarios for end of the world and shit, we are in a pandemic right now. Do you think that it could go really bad? Do you think it could go from here to oh shit?
Okay, so I am not going to get into the politics behind
I'm
what
not talking about
I know you're not talking about
politics.
politics. I'm just saying I'm not going to get into the politics that behind what I'm about to say. But I do think there is a very real possibility that shit could get really bad really soon.
Oh man.
And that's no psychic sense talking or anything
Carl
like that.
said dogs and cats living together. What movie is that from? It's from Don't Tell Me, Carl. Don't Tell Me, Carl. Is it from The Cable Guy? No. I feel like that's a Jim Carrey thing.
With consciousness and other that I currently feel need more practice and learning. Cool.
Okay, Carl, you're gonna have to tell me that's gonna bug the shit out of me. Dogs and cats. Maybe it was Tommy Boy, or it was Jim Carrey.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
All of that's out of my league.
I feel
as
like
far
it
as
was like
movies
The
go,
Cable
so.
Guy, maybe.
But
My face itches really bad. Is that part of the detox thing? Like, my face itches really bad.
No, I'm not going to tell you why I think that's happening right now, but I'll tell you after the show.
Oh.
Think about something that you did today that you don't normally do. You did more of today that you don't normally do much at all.
Drink water.
No. Anyway, I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
Yes, it is Ghostbusters.
Oh, it is Ghostbusters.
Yes.
And it's shit.
Venkman.
No, yeah, was it Venkman?
I think it was
It was either Conehead guy or Bill Murray.
Fuck, I can't remember. It was funny
Peter
shit, though.
Venkman. It was Bill Murray.
It was.
I think.
It was funny stuff. So,
hello,
Goro 187. Hello.
Welcome.
So
wait a minute, Goro 187. I wonder if we know that person.
I don't know.
Do we know you, Goro 187? I'm not sure if we do. Hello. I said hello. We got way off track there, honey. I don't even know where we were. You might as well have another drink because I am totally lost right now. Oh, the pandemic. You said you think shit's going to hit the fan.
Well,
possibly.
It's not just because of the pandemic, but because of a lot of things. Okie dokie.
Your man punched me in the jimmy. It didn't happen. I love it.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
I love it.
So.
I love it.
Okay, so
it was Dan Aykroyd. You know he has Tourette's. Did you know
really?
he has Tourette's?
I did not know that.
I read that in how much truth to it, whatever, but Jesus Christ. You didn't even bring enough beer for how much I could...
Probably not. I mean, we're what? We're not even an hour into this.
Oh. Okay. Back on track. So the pandemic. So when you say you think the shit's going to hit the fan or could, are you talking about like the virus mutating or are you talking about...
No, not. I mean, that's a possibility, but I think there's a lot of things that could, really make things go south in a hurry.
What's your gut tell you? You think it's going to?
Honestly, I don't know. I do know there's something in the okay. So I'll tell you what I do know. I know
that we need to buy a gun.
I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, in the spiritual realm, there is something going on.
Jeremiah wants to buy a gun, guys. I'm supportive of it. It makes me nervous, but I'm supportive of it.
I've always had guns, so it is out of the norm for me to not have guns.
You know, mine.
I used to have a small armory, back when I lived back in Texas, but so, but that spiritually in the spiritual realm there is something going on, and something is getting ready to make a big shift, and how that shift is going to manifest in the physical realm, I don't know. That depends on a lot of factors and a lot of people's reactions to it. Overall, I think in the long run, things are going to get better. Okay? But it may get worse before it gets better.
And rest assured, through the whole thing, we're going to continue to get the phone calls about checking on your extended car warranty. You know what? Those fuckers called this morning and woke me up.
What about...
I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I literally, because I thought it was the other phone call we were waiting for,
Right.
So I answered it, and it was like, we're just reminding you that your extended car warranty is about to run out. And I'm like, oh, I was probably like seeing red. I was so pissed.
Right.
I was like, do not call me again. I was like, do not call us. I keep choosing option 2, and they still keep calling. Okay, so you think the shit's going to hit the fan?
I think it will to an extent,
but it will get better.
I do think
eventually
it will. I do think that it will, in the long run, overall get better. I do think it will probably. I do think it will probably get worse before it gets better. I just don't know how bad. But every seer that I've talked to has talked about something like this.
What is happening?
That's just there we go.
What? I'm so confused right now.
Don't worry about it. So I do. Every seer that I've talked to is saying something about it. A big shift in the spiritual realm coming to the physical realm. Things are very. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just, I do think it's going to get you wish. I do think it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Do you think they're gonna shut stuff down again?
I think that's a distinct possibility.
Do you think they're gonna open schools in the fall?
I don't know, honestly.
Well, do you hope that they open schools in the fall?
I do, because there's a lot of kids that are suffering right now.
I know, right?
But that's all. Who knows?
So Madeline, last night she was, okay guys, so our 11-year-old last night, we were all in the living room, we were all watching a movie. She's laying on the floor, and all of a sudden, she's on her tablet, and all of a sudden, yes, she's on her tablet and we're watching a movie. I know, I'm that parent, I don't care, but whatever. Anyways, and she freaks out. And
she was being quiet so we could watch the movie.
Well, that's true. But all of a sudden, she freaked out, and she was like, I swear there was somebody just sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was she was very startled, because she, for a second, forgot herself and thought there was somebody sitting right behind her, and there was not anybody sitting right behind her.
It's, that was weird. She,
Hey, man. Gora187, I appreciate your humor. It makes me, his humor, what he's saying, or he or she, it makes me want to go back to my extracurricular activity days. Back in the day.
Right.
Yes, let the madness flow. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, whoever you are. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Right.
Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, of course I did.
I've never watched it. I know what it is, but I've never actually watched it.
Well, we are really, really, really not staying on track. You are the binary code of the non-fleshy form.
That reminds me of The Office when Dwight's trying to beat the computer in sales,
right.
And Pam gets on and like is messing with him with like a AOL message or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, I am awake. What is this? I will beat you."
So back to what you were saying. Madeline freaked out.
She did. She freaked out. She swore there was something sitting right behind her. Mm-hmm. And
didn't she think it was one of us or something at first?
She thought it was an animal, which makes no sense because we don't have
no
any
animals.
But she does at her mother's house, and
Mm-hmm.
I think in her mind for a second when she was in the midst of, zoning out playing her Minecraft game, she thought that she was at her mom's house, and like she was convinced her dog was right next to her, and it's like, "Oh no, honey, we don't have any dogs here."
Nope, we don't. But
I'm that parent. I said, "Well, could have been a dog. I don't know."
I mean, there's I mean, that kind of thing is not out of the ordinary in our house. So,
right. It's true. It's true. Hey, so what's the update status? Current situation with shirts.
So
where are we at in the scheme of things with shirts?
I almost have the designs done.
So if you were to guess like a percentage, where are we at?
I'm 90% done with the design. The problem is that I'm 90% done with each design. I don't have any single design complete yet.
Such a Gemini thing to do.
Yeah.
I trust you'll finish these, though.
Yes, I will. And so, yeah, I will. Lawn gnome.
She might have.
Who knows?
She might have
been a fae of some sort. Might have been.
We need to give her a hagstone and ask her to
might have been
enlighten
the little girl.
Could have been the little girl.
So, who knows?
I don't know.
Get her a hagstone to look through.
I just said that. I literally just said that. Did you hear me say it?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just said it like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
So, yeah, who knows?
Are you drunk?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. I would be by now. Just saying.
You're a lightweight, though.
Well, you're not wrong.
So, excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I wanted.
I'm planning to murder you with it.
Moon pie people, get the smelling salts out at once, sire. Whatever. So,
sire. I have appreciation for somebody who uses the word sire.
Right. No,
you were 90% done with the 3 designs.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about that. We were talking about Madeline in the.
Oh yeah, something scared the shit out of her, and no idea. There probably was something there.
What impressed me about that?
There probably was something there.
You know what really impressed me about that, though?
Can everybody else in the chat see the Twitch chat or no?
Yeah, see, it's on the the stream that goes out. See? Right there?
Well, it's on the stream that goes out, but not on the Facebook chat. Anybody on Facebook watching cannot see what we're seeing.
Yeah, they can.
Well, then why can't I? Then why can't I?
Right there.
Yeah, it's right there, but none of the Twitch is on there.
It's right there.
What? Okay. I'm just retarded sometimes.
See, look where it is up there on the screen.
Oh my God, Esty is not wrong. Esty said, "Miss half glass of wine." Yeah. Jeremiah, like, I bet people, like, think you're just full of crap when you say that I'm a lightweight. I would not, if you were to see me, I would not appear to be somebody who would be a lightweight. But I am.
Yeah, you are. You are. I mean, like, I have never actually seen her finish a drink, guys.
Yes, you have.
When? Prove it. Picture it didn't happen.
Oh, it did. It did happen. It was winter, and we were on a porch, and there was snow on the ground, and it was my birthday, and I went down.
You didn't finish that drink. It was a big damn drink, but
hey,
you didn't finish it.
Hey, this is paranormal discussion. Get back on track.
You brought it up.
Get back on track.
You brought it up.
Hey, what do you guys want us to talk about? What do you guys want us to talk about? Sorry, this is literally a free-for-all this evening.
Yeah, we'll try to be a little better prepared next week, but we're having fun.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes. We are, and we can. It's ours.
Yes.
I do what I want. That's such a Sagittarius only child thing to say. I do what I want. I do what I want. Oh, Jesus. I'm thinking Gora187 might be a cat because they suffer from involuntary throwing up.
Hairballs? You got hairballs there, buddy?
Must have hairballs. The fuck?
You may find that after your cleanse, you can handle it better. That's a possibility, Carl. You might not be such a lightweight after this.
But I'm not drinking like alcohol though during this.
Well, yeah,
either.
but you're getting all the other toxins out of your body.
Well, that's true. That's true. And I was like functioning on a near constant dehydration, like almost dehydration level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't you like so badly want to like say something? Like, why didn't you?
I did say something.
Did you?
Of course I did. How many times did you hear me say you need to drink water? Water. H2O.
But, you know.
Not Diet Dr. Pepper flavored water. Water.
Okay, well, if that's what that was, then I did not get the hint because you said that all the time.
I don't.
You would say that for years. You've said that.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah. For years, I've been right about it too.
Okay, you fucking Taurus. You're not wrong.
When you're right, you're right. I mean, come on.
You love validation. Anyways.
I don't need validation for something like that.
For being right all the time?
For being right about you needing to drink more water?
Well, I know. It just took me 3.5 years. It just took me 3.5 years.
Lena even told you.
You know what she did? Lena, I will validate that. Lena has been telling me for 3.5 years to drink water, too. I mean, I come around eventually, okay?
We all love you.
I know. Anyways, so what else is going on?
Oh. Well, I don't,
I wanted to put a shock collar on Jeremiah and say, hey, just for fun, let me ask you questions about our relationship. And he was like, nope, I hate these games. I'm like, why? And he's like, because. He did pretty good, though. I did not put a shock collar on him, by the way.
No, that wouldn't have happened. No, that wouldn't have happened.
You did good, though. My response was not very funny, though. Do you remember my response? I said, is it because you get things confused?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, no. people, memories, situations. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's really fucking hot in here.
Imagine if the air conditioner weren't going. The air conditioner's been going in here all day.
Really?
Yeah, since like 8 o'clock this morning.
Well, thank God, because I wouldn't want to imagine it without. So, what else? What else do you want to talk about?
So I am still working on. I will do my very, very best to have proofs to show you guys next week. I know I've been saying that for the last 2 weeks.
I feel like you're like that insurance car commercial with the old guy with the fishing line.
Here's the dollar. Almost at it.
Almost.
But I've had a lot going on in the workshop, and then, you know, of course, kids and the whole car thing, and
it's always something, I swear to God.
I've had a lot going on, so I will do my very best to have the proofs, the t-shirt proofs, ready to show everyone.
And I'll do my best to remind you. No promises,
and
though.
Next week, and so we can get these contests and drawings going and all of that. And we are still going to do the whole new slogan thing, because I really don't want to have to say...
I think Goro187 could have come up with a fantastic slogan for us. He seems to love the English language.
Something, yeah. You love something.
Oh, he asked, what's the product? A slogan. What product? Yeah. For our show. Our podcast.
Our show.
187.
You'll have to go back and... Because our current slogan is, don't be afraid of the dark.
Well,
which is stupid and cheesy.
And cliche.
And, yeah, we...
Lena said life is full of distractions.
That's actually not bad. So our show is about...
Okay, give me gist of what subject matter.
Basically
anything
paranormal stuff. You could go back and kind of, you know, watch some of it, and you'll have to find us on Facebook, because Twitch only keeps 2 weeks at a time right now.
Yeah.
But we do, you know, paranormal, witchy stuff. You know,
more times than not, we have a guest on.
Yeah,
also.
Most of the time. So,
and any kind of guest, paranormal to metaphysical to just fun to talk to or whatever.
Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Casper made me twerk. He's not friendly. He's aggressive. We can always find a way to procrastinate.
Yes. In this household, that is very true.
Yes. In fact, my oldest daughter, Michaela, posted a meme on Facebook the other day saying, if I were giving a TED Talk, what would you assume I was talking about? And
I, of course, said Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And I said... empowering the procrastinator. The only date given would be tomorrow. and she didn't think that was very funny, but then I told her the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She comes by it honestly, and she laughed at that. So, yeah.
Yeah. At least Sophie has a fighting chance.
She may not be a procrastinator, but she's never going to know what the hell she's doing.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I'm serious. Our daughter is like screwed when it comes to being sidetracked and not sitting still. And she already doesn't sit still. And why am I surprised about this?
No,
I just thought about that. I just thought about that.
You know, she chases a lot of things around too that
are not there,
and talks to things that aren't there, and
we encourage it.
You know, it's a lot of fun. Things stay interesting in our house.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
So, other things in the works. I'm still working on the Drunk Paranormal Talk for August 30th.
July or August 30th?
July 30th, sorry. Yes, July 31st. Okay. It's a Friday.
Yeah. I'm off that night, actually. Day. I'm off. I'm off that date.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're
you
both
requested
off.
it off for me.
We're both off that whole
we are.
weekend and everything. So because we were going to be at the KC Paracon, before
I don't
that
want to
had
talk about that.
Yeah, before that had to shut down for the year. But anyway, long story short, so we ended up with a weekend off, an extra weekend off that we didn't have anything to do with. So, stop that.
I know, because I'm trying to find a new energy source.
So we ended up with this.
You're not boring, I promise.
Bullshit. We ended up with this extra weekend off that we don't know what to do with. So we're doing something. We are going to.
Tastes like chicken. No, I'm just kidding. Oh God.
So we are.
I'm laughing so hard it's gonna make mascara run. He just said, "She needs your energy source."
Yeah.
I drain that frequently.
You have no idea. You have no idea. But in other news,
God.
so yes, I'm working on the Drunk Paranormal talk that we will broadcast live.
Fuck. I bet it's really hard to watch us.
We will broadcast live on August 31st if I can get everything worked out. I will
That's
let
not
you.
Lennon, is it?
Hell, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. No, surely not. Anyway,
The Drunk Paranormal.
yes, we're working on for a panel and guest for July 31st, and then the very next night things are rolling right along for our very first live investigation.
I know, I'm excited about it. I can use my dowsing rods.
Yep, dowsing rod. We've got all kinds of cool little toys. We've got a lot of room that we can, because it's. I've got the other location that I was going to do our first live investigation at, but I put that on the back burner because I want to do something that's not going to make us look so bad if we can't.
Esty said, "I need a drunk history paranormal edition now." Ooh, that would be a really good idea.
That's what we're actually talking about, Esty.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm working on that for July 31st.
I've got some good memes to send to Esty. Esty, you'll be waiting for me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So.
What?
Randonautica.
Yes, Lena. Drunk Paranormal.
Randonautica.
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of that, Esty.
I don't know. What is it, Esty? Man, we need to have him back on.
Yeah, we do.
Esty, why don't you just call in right now? Call in, Esty. I don't have my phone out here.
Do you have my new phone number?
I think I just heard Sophie scream.
Do you or I need to go check on that?
Well, there's 4 people in there with her. I would hope not.
Okay.
Just saying.
Let's see here. What was we talking about?
The Drunk Paranormal.
But I was finished with that. I'd moved on to the live investigation.
Yeah.
For the next night, August 1st. So, since we can't do the KC Paracon, we're going to do our own little thing for that weekend. So
it'll be fun. Oh, he's going to call. Did you hear that?
Huh?
Did you hear that?
No. Dead air. Keep talking.
I'm gonna go check. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So now you can.
This is all on me, and you get to hear me ramble for a little bit. She's gonna go check on the kids and make sure the house isn't falling down or burning down or some shit. I don't like the look on her face right there.
What are you guys doing? They're doing smoke bombs.
Oh.
I'm okay with smoke bombs, but no fireworks.
they're
So we got snakes. We got snakes.
They're setting off some of the leftover fireworks. Oh, she went on out, even though she knew what it was. Okay, Esty, I just sent you my number if you want to call in. So, but yeah, we're kind of excited about all that. And yeah, we're gonna have the what is the big number 979?
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna do a drawing for hitting 700 likes, and then we're gonna do a drawing for 979 likes. You got to ask her why we're doing that number. Just don't. No. I'm pretty sure that's just you, dude.
I didn't even read.
Or
What the fuck? Oh, I can't even look at the screen right now. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, that's well, that's one thing for sure. I do need more beer.
You'll be all right. Is Esty gonna call?
I don't know. We'll see.
Come on, Esty. I have no patience.
Let's see here. What else we got going on?
Well,
He just read the message where I sent him the number, so well,
we have some pyros. We have some pyros out there.
I smell it.
They're both Virgos, by the way. Both pyros are Virgos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the little Libra running around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's okay.
What we had some other stuff that we were talking about. What doing at some point in time.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, I'm laughing hysterically, guys, because this dude is cracking me up. Yep. Catching me off my train of thought. That's derailed a long time ago.
Yeah, there was
never a train on the track.
Yeah, and might have been on a train, but the train was never on a track.
So last night we watched a movie, really great movie actually, called The Old Guard on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
and it's a newer one on Netflix. I highly recommend it if you guys need something new to watch. But so they were not vampires.
Yeah, they were just immortal. Well, to an extent, their wounds healed for a while, but up until a point when they didn't, and then they would die. So, but it was a good show. It was actually a fairly well done show, I thought.
Oh, it was one of the best shows we've watched in a while.
I thought it had as good, if not a better, storyline than a lot of the newer action type flicks that have come out. With any kind of supernatural or magical, plot or storyline. Mm-hmm. So
I agree.
I think we're circling the drain here.
I think you're right.
I think you're about worn out.
I am.
You look like you can't hardly hold your eyes open.
I'm telling you, I am wiped the fuck out. It's because of, we already talked about it. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Okay. I'm about done too, so we'll go ahead and sign off of here. We got off to a really good start and went good for a long couple of hours, or a long hour
crazy.
and 20 minutes anyway. Then it just kind of fizzled out. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. We will. We'll be back next week.
He's like, yes, my queen. Damn right. Well, my name is Stephanie, and it does mean queen. Just saying. Just saying. Don't forget to wear your masks.
Yep. I suppose.
I guess. I guess. I do. I make all the kids wear a mask. I wear a mask.
Yeah. I do when I go into Wichita. Not so much when I go into El Dorado. They don't enforce it there. So...
Well, that's because Butler County voted against it.
Yeah.
And Sedgwick County's
Sedgwick County actually opted out of the governor's order too, but
the mayor's like, hell no.
The mayor of Wichita was like, no, we're not doing that. So
we're gonna go with the governor.
The city council did a.
But in Wichita, the cases are way higher than.
Yeah, and there's a lot more people too. Out here in Butler County, it's a lot more rural. I hate that word. Rural.
Oh, yeah, Carl, no, you are not the reason tonight. I'm just all foggy. I think it's the Candida is, angry with me. Audrey, I'm just going to call it Audrey. Audrey is angry with me. And, yeah, I am. I'm going to get on and order a Little Shop of Horrors T-shirt on Amazon.
We will be better prepared.
Today literally was just for fun because I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation mentally. And Michelle and Kevin, I don't know if you're watching, but I miss you guys very much, and I hope you have a good week.
We will be better prepared next week. Thank you guys for logging on and watching.
Yes. Thank you, Goro 187. I want to use the rolling of the tongue when I say the word Goro. Goro 187.
So if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, on whatever platform you're on, follow us, and share, get the word out. We love doing this, and we don't get paid for it, so we just do it for our own fun and to help you guys have some enjoyment too. So.
Well, and most of the time when we have a guest on, it's the thought of, even if we reach one or two people that could benefit from whoever the services whoever the guest has to offer, like Tay and Lakin last week, or Lena, or anybody that's been on our show that provides any kind of a metaphysical, paranormal service. Mm-hmm. Is that how we're going to word that? Service? Yeah. So, yeah.
So yeah, let's God.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done. I can't no more.
No. Carl's gonna sign my shirt. Carl, you should just buy me a shirt and sign it and send it to me. I'll wear it. You gotta sign it Captain, though. Captain Carl. I would wear it. I would wear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why the hell not? All right.
Yeah.
You guys have a great
What?
week. Have so much fun.
He doesn't have any hairy nipple. He doesn't have. He's not.
Okay, I'm seriously done now.
Okay.
Have a great week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, wear your masks, and don't be afraid of the dark. Yes, I was like, what the hell? See y'all later.
Bye. Have a good night.